Our big story tonight at 5 o'clock. 2 people are recovering from serious burns after an explosion rocked Foley aluminum plant. We first reported this as breaking news on Local 15 News at noon.
That explosion erupted just before 10 o'clock at the facility on Berry Avenue. It's located right in the middle of Foley. Witnesses tell us it sounded like a sonic boom. We begin our team coverage tonight with Local 15's James Gordon, who has been on the scene of the explosion in Foley all day getting answers.
James, officials are still looking into the cause of that explosion.
Greg and Kim, people who work here describe this explosion as a fireball that knocked others around them off their feet. Now, tonight officials are saying it may have been a spark near one of the machines used here that may have led to the explosion. The fire was isolated to one building, Plant 1, as described by Vulcan officials. It's where aluminum is cut and shaped into street signs.
We train over and over again in case of an incident such as this. Everyone is immediately to evacuate their buildings. Their superintendents, supervisors will tell them to leave the building once there is an incident. And so by the time I got out of my office, which was probably within 30 seconds of hearing the boom, most of the employees were already out of the buildings.
A protocol that likely saved lives. More than 50 workers were treated. 2 had to be airlifted to the USA Medical Center's burn unit. One with minor burns, the other with serious burns.
Our thoughts and prayers are, of course, with the 2 fire victims from the initial explosion.
Containing the fire took time, and according to Foley's fire chief, previous firefighter training really paid off.
The instinctive firefighting, where you go in and put water or the wet stuff on the red stuff, we have to really take a close look because water in certain areas of this plant becomes very volatile, and certainly appreciate the help from Orange Beach and Gulf Shores.
Now, today's incident happened nearly 4 months after a similar incident, a fire here at this plant. It happened at the facility's aluminum casting area. In that incident back in September, no one was injured. For now, we're live in Foley. James Gordon, Local 15 News.
James, thanks. Right now, 1 person remains in critical condition after the explosion. 50 people were treated at the scene for precautionary measures. 2 workers suffered serious burns. We have an update. One of those victims was flown to USA Medical Center's burn unit. Local 15's Christian Jennings picks up our team coverage outside USA Medical Center tonight. Christian, what did the victim's doctor tell you?
Well, Greg, I just spoke with the victim's doctor, Dr. Juvonda Hodge. She specializes in burn surgery and treatment here at USA Medical Center, and she tells me that the victim in the Vulcan explosion is suffering from major burns to his extremities and his torso and is currently being treated in ICU surrounded by family. Now, some information on the burn center. USA's burn center, the only burn center in this region. Doctors here treat patients from Slidell, Louisiana, all the way to the Florida Panhandle. Doctors say treating burn patients is a team effort, and there are always complications they worry about in these situations. Infections is a prime example. Now, Dr. Hodge says as soon as they heard about this morning's situation in Foley, they were on standby and prepared for a mass trauma situation. And as soon as the victim was flown in from Foley, doctors were at his side.
We start focusing on resuscitating them, which starts the minute they hit the door with warmed IV fluids, cutting off all of the clothes that would be damaged, examining the patient from head to toe, putting them in a warm, dry dressing, and kind of getting them warmed and kind of see where we are from that point.
Doctors say these types of burns can require 4 to 6 weeks in ICU. Reporting live at USA Medical Center, Christian Jennings, Local 15 News.
Well, Christian, thank you. 2 men are now facing